Hello, my friends. DJ Neeks here, and I would like to welcome you to my playthrough of a game that, in my opinion, was one of the top 5, if not top 3, games of the year of 2011. Deus Ex Human Revolution, the Director's Cut. The Director's Cut version of this came out, I think, maybe a year ago. It has been 4 years since this game came out, and when it came out, it had a lot of expectations. Why? Because this is the prequel to the original game that came out, I think, either in the year 99 or 2000, and it was considered by many one of the best games of all time. Mechanically, it had its issues. It does still to this day. In fact, I'm not sure if I may ever actually be able to do a playthrough of that game. Would I like to experience doing a playthrough of that game? Absolutely I would. Because I have heard that even though the mechanically and the controls-wise it was kind of and wonky, that the story and the whole thing about the augmentations and the different abilities and skills that you could choose from could change how you played the game, and that there were choices you could make that affected the story. It was a fantastic story, and this game is very similar to that. There are choices that I can make in this game that affect the story, and I love story-driven games that do that give me the option to make choices that could change the story. It adds to the replayability, and the gameplay-wise, it can definitely change your approach. You can choose to play this similar to maybe Dishonored, where you could choose to be not very stealthy and very non-violent, or you could choose to be very aggressive and focus on violent weapons, or maybe knockout weapons. You know, there are trophies or achievements in this game for actually getting through this game without killing anybody. So that could be a way you try and approach this, an objective that you try and pull off. The story is very good. It's very deep and complex with a lot of twists, possible conspiracies, who can you trust, who should you not trust, all these different aspects of it with some of these various different characters, with also tackles some various different particular issues regarding things like humanity and how far we should push our humanity, or how far, should we not try and push it. There are a lot of different things to it, and I will let the game tell that story for you rather than having me tell you about it. We play as a guy by the name of Adam Jensen, who is going to be a focal point of this, and we will see how his story unfolds here, as well as how the story of those around him unfolds, and how we will see how we build him up in terms of his, what they call in this game, augmentations. So, without further ado, let us start a playthrough of the prequel to the highly acclaimed Deus Ex, with one of the best games of 2011, Deus Ex Human Revolution, the Director's Cut. A little note, the Director's Cut features all the DLC that came out for it, and what's more, the main story DLC, which you had to access from here in the main menu before, it's now been actually woven into the main campaign, because it takes place during a very specific point in the story. So that way it seems very seamless, as if it was part of the main game all along. I loved this game when I played it the first time. I'm really looking forward to doing a playthrough of this and really enjoying it once again. And once more, I'll be able to earn more trophies. The same trophies you could have gotten before, you can earn all those trophies all over again with the Director's Cut version of this. So, without further ado, here we go. So this is, right there, that's our hero, Adam Jensen. Here are the 3 different difficulty settings. Oh yeah, look at that. Sunglasses. Well, you guys probably know how I like to play. By this point, you guys know that, here, tell me a story. You play games for their story and experience, not for their challenge or competitiveness. Enjoy the Deus Ex experience. That describes me perfectly. I do play and enjoy games for the story and experience, not for the challenge or competitiveness. That describes me and my style perfectly. If you have a problem with that, sorry to disappoint you. I'm sure there are others that have not only played on this difficulty, but have maybe done speed runs or whatever. I'm sure you can find theirs and enjoy those. But if you just want to experience enjoying the story with me, then sit back, relax, and let's experience the story of Deus Ex: Human Revolution. Bit of a spoiler there in that picture there. How he looks with those two arms. But we'll get to that pretty soon. Ugh. What kind of statue is that? What is that of? Oh. Conference. Hong Kong.
Is everything in place?
Almost.
What do you mean, almost?
I have spoken with Montreal. The broadcast satellites are ours when we need them. A few weeks of discomfort, and the public will be primed.
Have you seen her research? Ooh, someone's having a private conversation with her. Clinics? Who is this group?
I still think we should wait for the referendum. We can't afford to wait. America's Science Board contains
A secret group of conspirators, maybe?
The mood among the delegates is shifting. I'm positive.
She's found the gene sequence we need.
No.
Ooh.
By going public with this discovery, Sarif is forcing our hand.
Oh. She's out of our reach.
The world will not change overnight just because David Sarif wills it. Besides, we can do nothing until our biochip is ready.
I thought you said you were close.
Finding the correct nerve interface has proven more challenging than anticipated. Fortunately, thanks to David, I now know where to look.
Is she? Oh my, a conspiracy is afoot. Meanwhile, on the local news...
Crowds continue to gather in front of the Capitol.
Yep, this is a Square Enix game. You can just tell by looking at her outfit.
Body's abilities. This in response to claims made by biotechnology expert David Sarif that his firm may have discovered a way to make human-controlled evolution available to all.
Really?
Sarif Industries researchers are set to arrive in Washington tomorrow to defend their claim. But for tonight, this is Eliza Kassan reporting to you live.
There's no way you'd see a real-life reporter wear an outfit like that. At least I don't think so.
Two security details waiting for us on the tarmac. No, we won't be going through the terminal. It's too exposed.
So he handles security.
Yes. I'm glad you understand. Good night, idiot.
He said that before hanging up the phone. Yeah, I want to make sure you heard me say idiot.
No, not for me. It isn't.
Ooh, now that's
But
an
you
interesting
keep going on that
type
necklace,
of
Dr.
newspaper.
Reed, and you're gonna break it.
Dr. Reed.
Come on, Meg. You've defended your research before.
That was different. Then it was all just theories. But this discovery, Adam, it's big. Kepler big. Rosetta Stone big.
Wow.
So, what's the problem?
They'll want to know how I found it.
And why would that be an issue?
Megan,
Meg.
we're leaving for DC, and Adam, you're there. Good, good.
He's like, do you mind?
Yeah, I want to go over your security plans for Washington before we leave. You and your team ready to go, Megan?
Almost, David. We're just rechecking data.
Well, make it snappy. We have to actually be in Washington before you can dazzle all those federally appointed know-it-alls.
We'll make it snappy, alright?
I hate it when he does that. Come on, I'll walk you partway.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Obviously they're close since he's calling her Meg. Okay. First person view, very nice. Let me check something real quick. Yeah, it's low. The music in that cutscene was still pretty loud, though. You guys know me, I'm only worried because you can purchase the soundtrack to this game. Let's go ahead and make a save right now. And you guys, have probably figured out, or you probably heard me say it before, that if you can purchase the soundtrack to a game, you more than likely can get a copyright notice about it.
We shouldn't keep him.
Hold on, I'm gonna check out the room first. See if there's how much there is to look at here. Oh. Compiling data. Bunch of science mumbo jumbo. Oh my.
Come on, Slowpoke.
Easy. Bunch of math. Ugh. What the? Ooh, what's this?
You still have this.
It was a gift from our first date.
It was
Ooh.
a spur-of-the-moment purchase. A joke.
Well, it worked, because I forgave you for picking me up in one of those.
He picked her up on one of those kinds of cars. Ooh, Bachelors of Science in Criminal Justice. Gee.
Please, Adam. I'm nervous enough.
I'm reading this. Well, we can tell that's what it is. Too bad we can't read the rest of the font. Well, who knows? Maybe they'll remaster this, or maybe on PS4, so that way it'll be much better font or something. Or maybe when they actually come out with the sequel, Mankind Divided, that it'll actually be much easier to read. Ferris College, Bachelor of Science, Criminal Justice.
And I thought women were the ones who kept men waiting.
Oh, well, that is true. Don't just because I'm exploring the room doesn't mean that's not true at all. Hold on. Being more effective.
Be careful with that. It's a first edition. David bought it for me.
Did he now? Are you gonna get that phone? No? So
David's waiting, Adam. We shouldn't keep him.
He'll wait. Super electromagnetic fields. Laws of Detroit, too. Oh, so this takes place in Detroit. Electric system loss. Oh, SWAT. I thought they said SATs. I was like, what? SWAT. Microscope. Detroit Post. Huh. Oh.
Come on, Slow.
You know, you really should get in the habit of locking your computer, Meg.
I know. Frank gets on me about it, too.
So I'll just go ahead and look through your emails now. To Megan Reed from Cassandra Reed. Is that maybe her? Oh, yeah, it's from her mother. Megan, honey,
Please, Adam. I'm nervous enough.
Stop that. Megan, honey, why aren't you picking up your phone? I've tried you at your house and you're at your office. I've probably left a million messages with that receptionist there. Cindy, is it? I'm really starting to get worried, hon. At least when you and Adam were together, I knew he'd make sure... Well, hold on. Whoops. I keep forgetting the... R2 is scroll down. Make sure that you eat every once in a while. I don't suppose you found...
Women were the ones who kept
Stop
men
that!
waiting.
Suppose you found some nice new man to keep you company, or are you still just burying yourself in work? Like mother, like daughter, I guess. Seriously, call me at the lab. I want to know you're okay. Mom. From David Seraph. I told you, Megan. Those kinds of questions fall under a slew of legal protections. Proprietary information. Patient confidentiality. You name it. Denzel and his legal team are going to be right there next to you, waiting to jump all over their behinds the second they ask. Just stick to the science. You'll be fine. Replying to, David, I'm scared. What if they ask me where I got the first sample? What if they ask about patient X? I don't know how to answer that. Patient X? Oh my, who is patient X?
Hey, stop reading my emails. Come on, Slowpoke.
From Rebecca Downey, Genetic Marvel. Hey Megan, I know you had some questions about the files I sent. Sorry about all graphs earlier, but that sample was nothing short of groundbreaking, and I got excited. I don't suppose you could tell me where you got it? The short answer to the original breakdown I sent is this. Yes, the DNA samples are remarkable, and we were unbelievably lucky to catch the reason why. We've been working with VersaLife's new chaos model, Genome Matrix, which is trying...
Adam, I'm nervous enough.
to apply fractal mathematics to the study of genetic mutation. In essence, we've been trying to predict the future of human evolution using past mutations stored in the database of our mitochondria, which is passed uninterrupted from ancestral Eve through our mothers. It gives us an accurate and universal roadmap for our common past. The thing is, the sample you sent fits one of our evolutionary models of the future.
Women were the ones who kept men waiting.
Stop that! We're talking about someone who is ahead of the genetic curve by one step, maybe two. Do you know what this could mean for medicine alone? You have a living, breathing Nobel Prize on your hands. The thing is, I can't tell you if this is a natural leap in evolution or something done to the mother while the baby was in vitro, but I do know that this person's mother had no such mutations. The mitochondria don't lie.
David's
Rebecca.
waiting, Adam. We shouldn't keep him.
So the first message was, Diane, I'm really in a bind. Doggy daycare is full, and I can't find anyone to take care of Kubrick. Can you do it? Adam's always been my backup. Technically, Kubrick is his dog too, but obviously not this time. Say yes, please. He's a really sweet dog. Meg, you're only going for 3 days, right? So it shouldn't be a problem. Just drop the keys off before you leave. Okay.
Come on, Slowpoke.
What was that? Oh.
Wow. How long ago was this taken?
In grad school. Before I met you.
Back when you were hobnobbing with the rich and famous, I see.
Huh.
I wonder if Mr. Darrow remembers you.
God, I hope not.
Wait, what was that? I thought... Hold on a second. I thought...
Please, Adam. I'm nervous enough.
Aha.
Are you coming?
In a second.
Yeah, hold on. Darrow may not attend Washington science hearings. Sources close to billionaire Hugh Darrow say that Pangaea, the Arctic installation designed to stem the advance of global warming, is nearing completion. Citing the need to oversee the project himself, Darrow is yet to confirm his attendance at the National Science Board hearings in Washington, D.C. So the main story here involves our Megan here. Washington braces for historic augmentation hearings. Police are bracing for massive demonstrations tomorrow on the National Mall. Protesters, led by the Humanity Front movement, have been arriving by the busload to make their voices heard. At issue are claims of a major breakthrough in human augmentation research. The discovery made by Dr. Megan Reed and her team of researchers at Seraph Industries suggests that the bond between human tissue and mechanical electrodes can be strengthened through adaptive DNA fusing. This development could eliminate the need for neuropozyne, a highly expensive drug manufactured under an exclusive patent by the VersaLife company. If these findings are confirmed, the discovery will greatly democratize mechanical augmentations by making them safer and far less costly. Pro-human advocates want to ban the technology on moral and ethical grounds. I see. So that's what's going on.
Please, Adam. I'm nervous enough.
I get that. Hold on. Oh, hello.
Patient X.
That's nothing, Adam. Just some of the research. Look, we really have to go.
Oh, look at that. Got the trophy. Old school gamer. And you know what that's for? Because I interacted with everything in this room. Very appropriate. Yes.
And I thought
fits me
were the
wonderfully.
Ones who kept men waiting.
Patient X. Notes, DNA analysis of sample taken shows unusually high presence of mutagenic chemicals in the primary strand. These don't appear to be harmful, however. In fact, X appears to be healthier and more resilient to infection than most subjects of a similar age and ethnic background. Although, admittedly, this is based on personal observation only. Access to X's medical files and history is not possible at this time. More interesting to note, however, is what these chemicals do when isolated and introduced to the PEDOT cluster. In less than 24 hours, artificial materials within the cluster have been completely encapsulated in a thick, semi-permeable coating of subjects' own neural tissue. In effect, the invaders are being disguised as part of subjects' nervous system. Tests have yet to be concluded, but it is my belief that pedo clusters built with this unique DNA signature will be undetectable to the human immune system. The bond between what is nervous system and what is external device will be blurred to such an extent that no glial tissue buildup will occur. Neuropozyne may no longer be needed.
Please, Adam. I'm nervous enough.
So I guess it's, the whole point is that they can be able to make these bonding of mechanical, I guess devices similar to how, like, when a veteran returns from the battlefield and he lost a leg and they replace it with a mechanical leg, that in this world that it requires a certain drug to help that bonding process, whereas she has discovered a way to use some DNA of some patient X she found in order to make that process easier without the need for that drug. No wonder they're being talking about like it's such a big deal, because it pretty much is when you think about it. All right, let's go. Sorry I kept you waiting.
Warning. This lab is for authorized personnel only.
Well, I guess we shouldn't be here.
About how you found it.
I guess we're not authorized personnel.
It's
no, I'm
just my nerves talking.
There's something I should know about this place, about Seraph.
Megan.
She does seem like she's hiding something from me.
Biochemical fluctuations across the artificial flow cells.
Okay, but the increased neural peptides coming from the P-dot cluster could be throwing off your calibrations.
Right. I'll double check that.
I can't believe you were asking about David. You've been here long enough to know of Eric. You wouldn't be avoiding me, would you?
I wouldn't dream of it, Dr. Reed. I think I know why Declan's readings are off.
When they call her Dr. Reed, I think of, you know, the Fantastic Four. You know, Mr. Fantastic.
The repressive protein might be the cause. If we had a better cytometer...
We might get a more accurate reading than your theory. I'll ask David to consider it.
Well, if he orders one from Page Industries, maybe they'll throw in another cappuccino maker.
Really? A cappuccino maker?
Everything, Adam. The work we're doing is good. We're helping people overcome their physical limitations.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Yeah, except most of our clients seem to be DOD.
You're doing good.
Oh, really? Only DOD?
We work with teachers, doctors, construction workers.
Well, if she says so. What are you doing dropping the boxes like that? Watch where you're going.
Sorry.
You almost ready?
For Washington? Huh.
She's like, I ain't going to Washington, forget that. Oh, speaking of military and DOD.
This is General O'Neill.
Dr. Sevchenko was telling me you've made progress on the Typhoon.
Yes.
The Typhoon?
Silly, actually.
As I was saying, sir, the Typhoon uses a modified combat chassis like the one I'm wearing. But I've improved its design using shaped microcharges to propel the steel balls.
And the backblast problem?
Solved through kinetic bleeders in the augment. Here, watch. Go ahead.
Oh, wow. Let's just hope that weapons are not...
How soon till it's ready?
That, you know, it's not becoming their main focus now.
Vasily has all the details, General.
Of course.
Excuse me.
You're right. The teacher would just love having one of those.
Yeah, exactly.
You're missing the point. Defense contracts keep us afloat. But neural augmentations that make you think faster, react quicker, they can really improve a life. Everybody's lives. David's talked about it for years.
I don't disagree on that point.
He is a talker.
No, Megan has a point. I don't disagree on that.
Adam. A part of you likes him.
I like everyone, Dr. Reed.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, I like everybody. And I guess she has a point that maybe defense contracts can help fund their research and their company. Let's just hope that doesn't become their main focus.
How far are you going?
Diane's office. I forgot to leave her a key so she can walk Kubrick. He's gotten big, you know. Keeps knocking over all my plants.
Did you destroy that vase yet?
I moved it. And I fenced in the yard. Like you always said you
But is he cuddly? Is he a good doggy?
Got around to that. Sorry.
Wonder what breed he is.
About a lot of things.
What is with you?
Adam, there's something
Good evening.
Good evening.
Pritchard.
Oh, Pritchard?
So, are we all ready for the trip?
There's Farida. I'd better hurry. See you at the helipad, Adam.
What, that thing that flew by? Oh, I guess she's a pilot, whoever this Farida is.
Did I interrupt something, Jensen?
Actually, yeah.
Firewall yet?
You don't fix an entire firewall. You find the loophole and plug it.
Oh, so he's like one of the computer guys.
Yes, I did. Want to know how? Oh, wait, I forgot. Ex-cop.
Oh, wow, this guy's smug.
SWAT, and you'd be surprised.
You're nothing but an ex-cop. What makes you think you don't understand anything about computers?
She wants me to show her how to track our scientists in.
This guy's so smug.
In case your security plans in Washington don't measure up.
Oh, wow.
They will.
Gentlemen, how wonderful to see you both.
This guy doesn't think I'm good at my job.
He's waiting.
This is the
Thank you.
encrypted GPL trackers.
Wow, now this is an office. This is our boss's office? Wow, look at this. This is some office.
Nobel Prize winner. Senators love this guy, Lyle. The hearings will go much smoother with him there.
2027 Detroit season.
Everything in place?
Yes, sir.
The season for the 2027 Detroit Tigers. That's what he's checking up on.
Good, good.
How are the Tigers doing
How's
this
our
year?
girl holding up?
She's nervous.
All she has to do is show him her research. She explain it to you?
Not really into the whole science.
Look at this. He's checking all the scores and the stats.
All those purists.
His
out
fantasy
there
baseball team,
accusing
too.
us of tampering with the natural order.
Look at this week
All
6
they've
result.
done is figure out how to unlock the potential that exists within our own DNA. It's safer and easier than anything you dare.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we having a conversation? I was just noticing that.
Laboratory subsection 6.
That's what the subtitles are for. You guys can read what it was he was saying during that. I just thought that was very amusing that he had the whole baseball stuff up there.
To get down there. You know the code?
Yeah, 0451.
Let me know what you find.
Okay.
Someone to shut off the damn racket.
Yes, sir.
Turn off that stupid alarm. It's not like we have anything to be worried about. It's not like the alarm went off for a reason, right? Oh, look, he's got a nice looking chessboard here. How about a game of chess, boss? I just had never noticed that before. Even the first time I played it, I never noticed on the screen because I was paying attention to what he was saying. But I didn't know that, like, he had, like, everything about baseball up there. That was funny that first off, it establishes that, okay, we are in the year 2027. We are in the city of Detroit. And he's still, and he's clearly a fan of the Tigers. Whoa. So this is Detroit, huh? In, what was it, 2027? So, according to this right here, this is what Detroit is going to look like in, 12 years?
Now, come on. I need you to get on top of this.
Oh my gosh, you are nagging me just as much as Megan did. I gotta say, Detroit doesn't look bad 12 years from now. So you see that? Natives of Detroit, there's hope. He's got some interesting art pieces here. Oh, I guess of himself. Nice fireplace going. Got quite a library. Oh my goodness, look at this. He's got one of these things. These, what were they called? Roombas? These were like controlled vacuum cleaners. Like they would just go around, clean the whole floor for you. Like a little robot. That's hilarious. That they would still have this 12 years from now when, like, I don't know anyone that has it today. Got a baseball clap, clearly. A clap. I said baseball clap, didn't I? Baseball cap. But that's not the Tigers logo. I guess they couldn't afford to get the Detroit Tigers logo for this game. Well, it is Square Enix, so maybe, you know. Well, at least you can kind of read the font of what some of his books are like. Oh, look at this. Human Traffic. Child and Violence. Man in Armor. The Citadel of... What is that? Arco? Guns Blazing. Harry. Being More Effective. The Art of... Gratuitous... Wow. You have quite a book selection, boss. I'm just saying. Some of these books here... I'm not sure why you would be reading these, but whatever. More power to you, I guess. Oh, look, he's got a couple of signed, or I guess autographed baseballs here. Desk Rooster or Roster, I don't know. Anyway, it looks like there's nothing to interact with in here, so let's just go ahead and head out here. 0451. Okay. Down we go.
Pritchard, where's Megan? She reported in yet?
Her GPL implant shows her moving through the microchem labs. I think she's running.
Damn it. Must have been a serious equipment failure. Can you get eyes on her?
I'm trying, but the intellicams aren't responding. There's interference coming from somewhere. Find out what's happening, Jensen. Hurry!
Maybe it's more than just an equipment failure.
Pritchard.
Oh, great. Now we've lost communication with him. Ooh, navigation. And all of a sudden I pulled this rifle out of nowhere.
You must be able to get around.
I guess I had it holstered
the
the
first
whole
move
time.
you'll want to learn is the crouch. It will allow you to get into small spaces
L3
such
lets
as
me
air
crouch.
vents, or to hide behind low objects so you can move about unnoticed.
Aha!
Jumping on objects or ladders is essential for getting to those hard-to-reach places. Sometimes going high or low is not enough. Sometimes you just need to go fast.
L2 is sprint.
You'll only be able to sprint for a few seconds at a time, though, so use it wisely.
Aha. Alright. Immerse yourself in taste. But you can't read what the different sodas are. Ooh. Ah, nice little drink of water. Ah, there's so much glare you can't read what the brands are. I guess that's their way of trying to hide, you know, any possible actual brands or such. Oh boy. Oh, man, there's a fire. Well, when we come back, we're going to be heading into the labs to try and find out what's going on. And look at that. Someone's there, and looks like they might be hurt or something. Or maybe they just died. I don't know. But we're going to find out what's going on in the labs. Stay tuned.